that is brought to a committee. It is a group of psychiatrists who decide which diagnoses are categorized in this manual.
As a trainee, as a resident, I had to learn the DSM by heart.
Join me after the news as we continue the documentary, Labelling the World the Power of DSM, from the BBC World Service.
With the BBC News, I'm Roisin Hasty. Norway, Spain and Ireland have announced they'll formally recognise Palestine as a state next week. Israel says the move endangers its security and is recalling its ambassadors from the three countries. Tens of thousands of people are taking part in the funeral procession of President Ibrahim Raisi through the Iranian capital, Tehran. The supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, led the prayers. Heavy fighting is continuing in several areas of the Eastern Front in Ukraine. President Zelensky has described the situation in the Donetsk region, including to the east of Prokhovka and Kramatorsk, as extremely difficult. In China, it's been confirmed that an independent journalist in prison for 4 years for her reporting on the first COVID outbreak in Wuhan has been released. Zhang Zhen documented the government's response, presenting one of the few independent accounts of China's handling of the outbreak. The German far-right party AfD has banned its controversial lead candidate from EU election events. This follows a series of statements by Maximilian Krah. In the latest, he had said that members of the Nazi SS weren't necessarily criminals. China says it's willing to improve relations with the Vatican after a cardinal said the Roman Catholic Church wanted to open a permanent office in the country. Pope Francis has made it a priority to improve relations with Beijing. The Vatican currently maintains formal diplomatic ties with Taiwan instead of mainland China. A small town in the US state of Iowa has been reduced to rubble by a tornado. A number of residents of Greenfield have been killed. Japanese prosecutors are seeking the death penalty in the retrial of an 88-year-old man who was first convicted of murder in 1968. Iwao Hakamada was found guilty of murdering his boss and his family. He initially confessed to the killings, but has subsequently maintained his innocence. BBC News.
Sendwave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With Sendwave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, Sendwave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use Sendwave? Sendwave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR, S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about Sendwave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamb Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agent, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medase.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Starr Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Are you looking for the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy door-to-door shipment company? Well, look no further. When was the last time your family received a shipment back in Ghana on time and in time? You are not sure? Well, Lamb Shippers, we pride ourselves with being the fastest, reliable, and trustworthy shippers you can use. You are assured of a prompt pickup anywhere in the UK by our personnel. They also make sure your items are well packaged to get to its destination in time. When it comes to door-to-door shipment, look no further. Well, Lamb Shippers, contact us on 07939009321 or 07498911820. Or you can visit our website www.welllamp.co.uk. You can also drop us a mail, info@welllamp@gmail.com. Well Lamp Shippers, fast, reliable, and trustworthy.
Hi there. Are you dreaming of owning your own house in Ghana? Then you will need a well-documented piece of land that is free from troubles. I highly recommend My Africa Property for any size of land that you will need. With My Africa Property, lands are available in Pram, Sopoli, Tohenia, Ogome, Dodova, Winneba, and many other locations at affordable prices. These locations are about an hour away from the airport, only 35 minutes from the motorway, 10 minutes drive from Central University College, 10 minutes drive to the beach, and close to Pram Senior High School and Ghana Men's Soccer Center of Excellence. For more details, visit our website www.myafricaproperty.com or call our UK office on 0208 123 2523. For our US and Canada offices, call us on +1 585 184 994145. You can also email us at ghana@myafricaproperty.com.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Tune in to On Point here on Starr Radio UK with Empress Regina every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Looking forward to your company.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenated, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386 and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour show is your best source into the property industry.
Experience. It's where miracles happen, lives are transformed, hope is restored, and stories are forever changed. Our story mirrors that of Mary and Elizabeth, two ordinary chosen women who gave birth to greatness. Meet Mel and her mum.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
All around the world. In your car,
At work,
at home,
on your smartphone.
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Hey, this is Archie and you are listening to Starr Radio UK and The Morning Show.
This is Starr Radio. This is UK. Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Welcome.
Broadcasting worldwide, online 24/7.
Enlighten your day with Starr Radio. Starr Radio. Radio for the people, by the people.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And as I will put my greetings as I normally would do, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you wherever you might be on planet Earth, and those of you on other planets as well. I welcome you all to the Wednesday edition of the morning show. And I remain yours sincerely. You want to know? Yeah.
This is the morning show with Archie.
Yeah, so from now until 12 o'clock exactly, when we bring the curtains down for the end of the program, I'm going to be your captain. I'm going to bring you everything from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. As I say all the time, it's making the headlines. Why not? I'm going to touch on it. So wherever you are this morning, prepare your hearts, prepare your minds, and receive. We are not in church. I know people say, hey, yeah. But whatever it is, you have to receive, right? Good. So, yeah. Let me say good morning to my producer, Mr. Francis Gaye, to Mr. Olaimi Koike, Mr. Frank Davids, to Kojo D. Kojo, I hope you are doing very, very well. Hello, good morning to you, and let me say a special good morning also to the one and only. Yes, Felix all the way in Aberdeen. Kofi Ali Abdul Yakin, massive good morning to you. A special good morning also goes to... Who else do I have? Yes, it goes to Bishop Adeshina Anthony Adedeji Aziz. Good morning to you. Sir Moses, good morning. Rachel Aboshade, good morning. And to every one of you who's tuned in this morning to listen to us, I salute you. This is Starr Radio UK, the 22nd day of May, the year 2024, with the time now 10:53, and let's crack on. So first of all, we start with the quote for the day. The weather forecast will follow suit. The travel updates will continue from thence. We'll continue from thence and look at some of the stories making the rounds across the globe. That is known as global trotting. We continue from then and bring you all the details of the story after a music break, and then at 11:45 the lines are open for you to add your voice to the discussion, then after which we bring the curtains down at 12 o'clock for the Prime Minister's question time and the end of the main program. So wherever it is and wherever you are, say glow to your sets, don't touch the dial. This is Starr Radio UK, and this is the Wednesday edition of the morning show. I remain yours sincerely, your one and only
Archie on Starr Radio. Nobody does it better.
Okay, so the quote for the day says what? It says past pain, disappointments, mistakes and failures at times pose dangers to our success, pulling you back as you strive to move on and achieve more. Because whilst you're trying to move on, you look into the rear mirror. You look into the mirror, looking the rear window, thinking, what is going to happen? Am I seeing what the things that have been past and stuff like that? And it troubles you a great deal. It holds you back somewhere. But those are things that are supposed to propel you, because it should be stumbling or stepping stone into the future. But what do you think about all that? Lots more going to be coming your way from there. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay, straight on to the weather front. What have I got for you when it comes to the weather? Well, London. Yes, for those of you in London and the sides of England, well, raining. This afternoon, much of the rain will slowly clear north westwards, leaving a few lingering showers behind. Showers may become frequent, heavy and thundery in spots, with a few sunny spells in between. Tonight, I would say showers tend to ease. Mostly dry conditions overnight, with clearer intervals forming from the south and east, turning breezier. Top temperature is going to be 16 degrees. The lowest is going to be 12 degrees. Pollen level low, UV level low, pollution low. Sunset 20:57 and sunrise for tomorrow morning 04:58 hours. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the weather forecast. And let me take you straight to your travels. Let me tell you what is happening on your travels this morning. Keep your eyes on the roads. Keep your eyes on the roads. Also keep it navigated. I promise I'll bond. So on your travels this morning, there. Underground, yes, this morning the district line is experiencing minor delays between Upminster and Barking westbound due to an earlier fire alert at West Kingston. A good service on the rest of the line though. Now the Jubilee line is also experiencing minor delays due to train shortages, and then the Northern line is also experiencing minor delays due to train shortages as well. That aside, all the other underground lines are running a good service. DLR and London Tram Link, London Overground, good service there. That takes us straight to the major roads in London. A3 and South Circular A205 are experiencing serious delays. If you can avoid them, do your best to do so. That aside, all the others have got no exceptional delays traveling on that. Okay, the River Bus has got good service. The London Cable Car, good service, which brings us right to the end of the travel update. That is the National Rail. But keep your eyes on the roads, keep your eyes on the roads, also keep it navigated, I promise I'll bond. So, on the National Rail this morning, First Haul Trains has got minor delays, Grand Central, minor delays, Great Western Railway, minor delays, Island Line, minor delays, London North Eastern Railway, minor delays, Lumo, minor delays, Northern Rail, minor delays, ScotRail and South Western Railway have also got minor delays. Yes, that aside, all the others have got good service, are running a good service there. So that's why I would say it once again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn to you, wherever you might be on planet Earth. Enjoy your comment for today. But you know what? Continue to keep those eyes where? On the roads.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit. Medasse.
Hey, Charlie. You're on your way to Ghana. Boy, oh boy. You stressed out. Tired? Go, you're going to be resting. Okay, then let me recommend to you JN Mobile Spa in Accra, Ghana. Oh boy, JN Mobile Spa, they provide organic care in massage. Are you stressed? Do you need rejuvenating, etc.? For your facials, maybe exfoliating, firming, and lifting? Then contact JN Spa on 00233 244 941 002 or 00233 2006 06386, and they will be right there on time. JN Mobile Spa, your health and beauty needs at your doorstep.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Star Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Yes, I can see that my producer is telling my eyebrows. It's got a bit of the makeup on it. Okay. Yes, during the break they were trying to polish my face a bit for you. Okay, it's now time for Global Trotting. So let's do it. How do we do it? We kick off from Nigeria. CBN gives fresh updates on OPay, MoneyPoint, Koda, other customers' account. Again, Labour rejects 54,000 minimum wage proposal. Tinubu elusive politics hurting APC, says ex-vice chair. The APC trembling over Atiku Obi meeting. Ex-PDP scribe Olugbo Dian is saying outcry among Nigerians as CBN raises interest rates again. Now, Arewa Consultative Forum blames Tinubu's policies for deteriorating living standards. Now, Tinubu inaugurates 15-man governing board for NEAT. Now, Peter Obi makes position known as Kenneth Okunko dumps Julius Abore-led Labour Party. Now, $100 to a Naira exchange rate for the 22nd of May 2024. Okay, we'll be looking into more of those stories making the rounds there. And gunmen kill dozens in attack on Nigerian mining community. Well, I told you it's ongoing. To what end? Where will this all cease? But the federal government signs an MOU with UTEL to help Nigerians get at least 250 foreign jobs. Okay, we'll be looking into that as well. Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, moving on to other parts of Africa as well. At least 40 villagers have been shot dead in latest violence in Nigeria. And South Africa's power utility to delay coal plant closures. Yes, I told you, it's not every one of these things that we'll be able to be doing. So, they said, what did they call them? But whatever it is. Yeah. Okay, Greece, Egypt, foreign ministers meet in Athens. Some of the stories making around 9 Egyptian women and children died in Nile River ferry. And then Mali court jails professor for criticizing government. Okay. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. 1-year-old Ghanaian breaks Guinness World Record, inspires call for early talent nurturing. What did he do? I'll be telling you more about his action. Boko Haram rescues hundreds of hostages. Boko Haram rescued them from where? Okay. It's all coming away from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Female genital schistosomiasis causes infertility as prevalences hits 50% high. Well. And caregiver 56 jailed 5 years over death of 11-month-old baby at Agogba. Well, because the person has got money, whoever that child belonged to or was the parents have the money, they will be able to sue you or take you to court for that. Transport Ministry sued for 3.6 billion in damages over termination of Buankra Inland Port. Okay, we'll be telling you more about that. And ambulance case charged against me improper. Government has not suffered any financial loss. That is businessman Richard Jakpa, one of the 2 remaining persons who are standing trial for allegedly causing financial loss to the state in the purchase of some ambulances, has denied such claims. He described that assertion. Well, it is Starr Radio UK. We always say that, well, you know what, the people did that. I mean, trying to improve on that is going to cost us, virtually saying it's going to cost us more than even buying a new vehicle. And you say that and you say, if it's your money, what would you have done about that? Well, we sat there for those vehicles to rot after the hard-earned money of the state have been used to purchase that. And then those structures that have been put in place, those buildings, I've forgotten the name of that place, and that is being left to sit because they're saying that, well, when it comes to drainage system and sewage system, so let me put it that way, it has not been put together well, and therefore, and again, I ask myself the question, when we are getting proposals or drawings, do we look at it holistically, or we are all just set, or that we are set on is let's see how much we're going to be making out of that? Is that what happens? Well, Starr Radio UK. Election 2024, Mahama pledges to revitalize Tema Oil Refinery. Can he will he? How can he? Okay, a public official shouldn't get away or go anywhere near a state asset being sold. That's what Ablakwa is saying, and it's in relation with Brian Achampong. Okay, you lost that case, but damage Obichebi Lamte. Brian Achampong cautions Ablakwa. So lots more going to be coming your way from there. Baumia commissions ultra modern hostel facility for Kaya Ye. Okay, or in Ghana as well. I've not asked Canada to reduce visa issuance to Ghanaians. Nana Bedietuo is saying. Well, okay, lots more going to come your way from there. In other stories making the round this morning as well. Well, in other parts of the world, armies of young insurgents are changing the course of forgotten war. And Iran's supreme leader leads prayers at Rice's funeral. And then Ireland, Norway, and Spain to recognize Palestinian state next week. And because of that, Israel has recalled its ambassadors in these three countries. We're going to bring you more about that. LA police open probe into Matthew Perry's death. Lots more going to be coming your way from there. Netanyahu denounces bid to arrest him over Gaza war. He says that is bonkers. Let me put it that way, blatantly. Now, ex-boss, post office boss Paula Venels, sorry for suffering of sub postmasters. The former CEO issues an apology at the start of a 3 days of questioning, and she says her answers will be difficult to listen to. Inflation rate falls to lowest in almost 3 years. It's one of the stories. But how are you feeling that in your pocket? Now, Britain, who died after turbulence, a remarkable man, the 73-year-old, apparently is said to have died out of a heart attack when all those things were taking place. Now, police urged to consider making fewer arrests over prison space. So when things are happening to you, be rest assured that the police will come. They can arrest them and then caution them and let them go. But when it comes to the weather front as well, amber warnings issued over heavy rain and flooding. Now, bodies of 2 women undiscovered for some time. Some of the stories making the round this morning. We're going to be taking a musical break. We come back and I'll bring you everything that you need to know when it comes to the details of all those stories that we touched on. Mafao, cover by Rock Fiovi. It's an airway song and a gospel tune. Enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, my foul. In the game, I only wanna me, my foul. In the game, I only wanna my foul.
This is Starr Radio UK.
In the game, I only wanna me, my foul. My foul. In the game, I only wanna my foul. My foul. In the game, I only wanna me, my foul. My little foul, in the game, I only wanna me, my foul. My foul. In the game, I only wanna me, my foul. The way you bless me, nobody can do it. Hey. You bless me, nobody can do it. God, when I'm like a serenity. Baba God, when I'm like a serenity. The way you did bless me, nobody can do it. You did bless me, nobody can do it. Baba God, when I'm like a serenity. Baba God, when I'm like a serenity. Oh, Baba God, when I'm like a serenity. Baba God, when I'm like a serenity. Oh, like a serenity, I'm like a serenity. Like a serenity, I'm like a serenity. Come on. Like a serenity, I'm like a serenity. Like a serenity, like a serenity. I'm like a serenity. Like a serenity, like a serenity. I'm like a serenity. Like a serenity, love. Serenity. I'm like a serenity. Like a serenity, like a serenity. I'm like a serenity. Like a serenity, like a serenity. I'm like a serenity. My foul, hey, and you came out, let you want me, my foul, and you came out, let you want me, my foul. The way you did bless me, nobody can do it. You did bless me, nobody can do it. Baba God, when I'm like a serenity. Baba God, when I'm like a serenity. And I'm a say, and I'm a tifafa. It can be Jagbawa, I'm a leader foul.
This is Starr Radio UK. This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it up?
My foul. And you came out, let you want me, my foul. And you came out, let you want me, my foul. Bully foul, my foul. Hey, and you came out, let you want me, my foul. My foul. And you came out, let you want me, my foul.
This is Starr Radio UK.
You are listening to Starr Radio Morning Show.
Well, that is my foul from a cover version of the song by Rock Fiovi. And that was a lovely tune there. Make sure of some Agbaja and or what do you call that one? The one that the guys play. What is it? Okay, yeah, Paulo Go. Make sure of all that there. But a bit of a gospel tune there, made from or in the African poor. It is Starr Radio, okay? It's now 14 minutes past the top of the hour. The morning show. And this morning, once again, well, the Lady to Lady Conference 2024 is going to be taking place. Yes, on the 15th of June, Lady to Lady Conference. You are invited to our 15th Annual Women's Conference 2024 theme, Clothed in Grace. Now, place of the event is Fairfield Hall, Fairfield Theatre Concert Hall, Croydon. The postcode is CR9 1DG. Event the 15th of June. Doors open exactly at 10 a.m. For any further information, you can just send them a mail or go to the website www.ladytoladyglobal.org, and they will be right there to give you all the necessary information. However, you can scan the barcode there. Yes, you scan that and you have all the information there. It is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Well, during the course of the the weeks before the program, we'll be bringing you some of the pastors and organizers. But let me say good morning to Pastor Sandra and her team there, who are seeing to the organization of all this. It is Starr Radio UK. Now, let's kick off with bringing you all the details of the stories making around this morning. The CBN has provided a new update on its recent ban on fintech apps such as OPay from opening new customer accounts. The Apex Bank is determined to ensure a sound financial system and has expressed concern about the customer enrollment process of the banks. There are concerns by the CBN that fintech apps have been used for illicit financial transactions, especially via cryptocurrency. Now, it goes on further to say the CBN has announced that it will soon reverse its decision and allow mobile money operators, including fintech firms, OPay, PalmPay, Kuda Bank, and MoneyPoint, to resume enrolling new customers within the next few months. The CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso disclosed this at the end of the Apex Bank 295th Monetary Policy Committee in Abuja on Tuesday, May 21. CBN has suspended the fintech firms from opening new customers' accounts, citing irregularities with its Know Your Customer policy. Now, speaking to journalists at the end of the MPC meeting, the CBN governor said it had engaged many players on the need to strengthen their operations. Now, some newspapers that reported there as well noted that the decision is part of the government's efforts to block money laundering and illicit flows in the country. Now, the CBN governor also denied suggesting that his leadership wants to clamp down on fintech firm operations and gave the assurance that, well, pretty soon the ban on fintechs from opening or enrolling or accepting new customers will be lifted. He said the Apex Bank has worked extensively with security agencies to identify subsector areas requiring stricter regulations and enhanced surveillance. Now, it says for that reason, we are concerned about how anti-money laundering and illicit flows were affecting various subsectors of the financial industry. We felt the need to pause and collaborate with different stakeholders to strengthen regulations, not to put them out of business. Let me re-emphasize that at this point, we have not revoked the license of any fintech organizations. Okay, so that's a good one there. So giving them a bit of assurance. But Labour has gone on. The Nigerian government, organized labor has again rejected a 54,000 proposed by the federal government as a new minimum wage for Nigerian workers, saying it could not settle for a proposal that will result in income reduction for federal workers who are already receiving 77,000 naira. Meanwhile, the new figure aligns with that of the organized private sector's 54,000 proposal presented at the last negotiation, where representatives of the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, TUC, had walked out. They had maintained that the initial 48,000 proposed by the federal government and 54,000 by the OPS insulted the sensibilities of Nigerian workers and failed to meet their needs. The 54,000 figure was proposed yesterday at the ongoing tripartite negotiations comprising the federal government, Labour, and the OPS, with NLC and TUC saying the amount still fell below their expectation and urging the government to get serious and give workers a fair wage. They're talking about they want up to about 600,000 naira plus. A member of the tripartite committee and national treasurer of the NLC, Hakeem Ambali, told the Guardian that the Labour that Labour cannot continue the negotiation based on the 54,000 until the government comes to par with what is already on the ground, which is the 77,000 being received by federal government workers. Asked if there is a figure Labour was expecting, Ambali said, "We have not settled for any figure except 615,000 as of today." That was yesterday when they were making that. So maybe by tomorrow, when we meet, that's today, the Wednesday, when they meet for another round of negotiations and the government comes out with a reasonable figure, we will look at it. Well, so what do you think? This falls far, far below what they are asking for. Because they say they want 615,000. Government say we're going to give you 54,000. Well. Listeners, it is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. And we are bringing you everything that you need to know. The Monetary Policy Committee on the Central Bank of Nigeria again raised the monetary policy rate from 24.75% to 26.25%. Now, following a 2-day meeting, the bank's Monetary Policy Committee decided to increase the monetary policy rate for the third consecutive time in an effort to curb the country's soaring inflation, which reached 33.69% in April 2024. However, Nigerians have reacted with an outcry. The CBN raised interest rates for the third time in 4 months to 26.25%. And they're saying, you know what? We are doing all that for you. But what do you think? Aren't they? Well, Starr Radio UK. Now, Tinubu's elusive politics is hurting APC, says ex-vice chairman. A former national vice chairman, northwest of the All Progressive Congress, Saliu Lukman, has accused President Bola Tinubu of engaging in elusive politics, which had reduced citizens, party leaders, and members to distant observers. Now, Lukman said Tinubu's government is creating doubts in the minds of Nigerians about the prospect of resolving the country's challenges with incidences of policy missteps and reversals. The APC chieftain, in a statement issued in Abuja, also observed that after 1 year in office, the president's missteps have caused the insecurity crisis to persist, adding that problems of inflation and unemployment and poverty are on the increase. Now, politically, the APC has continued to follow the track of being disrespectful to its own rules, so much so that we have shamelessly produced a serving governor who is using his immunity to block law enforcement officials from undertaking their responsibility to investigate corruption allegation against his predecessor. Wow. Okay, so what is happening when it comes to Nigerians as a whole? The former National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, Kola Olugbodiyan, has thrown jibes at the ruling All Progressive Congress over his concerns on the meeting between presidential candidate of the PDP, Atiku Abubakar, and his Labour Party counterpart, Peter Obi. Now, following the meeting in Abuja last week, amidst rumors of possible coalition between Atiku and Obi, the APC, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Felix Moka, described Atiku and Obi as men united by their mutual desperation to be president of Nigeria and ignoble disdain for President Bola Tinubu's focus and extraordinary commitment to the transformation of our nation. Now, Moka added that the duo of Atiku and Obi were restlessly drifting in search of convenient party platforms to execute their presidential run in a bid to achieve their aspirations of self-indulgence. The APC spokesperson further dismissed the possibility of Obi returning to the PDP as hardly surprising, given his reputation as political wayfarer, while also saying Atiku joining the Labour Party will be no shock given his track record as a veteran political wanderer. However, in a post on X handle on Tuesday, Olugbodiyan threw jabs at the ruling party, saying the meeting between Atiku and Obi has put the APC in a panic mood. I just can't stop laughing at the theatrics of these APC AP sites, he wrote. Now, he goes on further to say, in one breath, they will tell Nigerians that elections are over and those who have been elected should be allowed to govern as if any Nigerian has the strength to stop them if they have any form of capacity for the needful. On the flip, they were sweating that Atiku and Peter Obi met in Abuja, a situation that has shoved them down to a frenzy in the media space. It speaks volumes that the same persons who should be raising issues of governance are the ones politicking just because Atiku and Obi met. Isn't this case the guilty running even when no one pursues them? Ghana do so the boy any Ghana America Obiara Kano do. Yes, one of the stories making the rounds in Nigeria, Starr Radio UK. At 11:26, what have I got for you? The attack late on Monday on Wasi district in Plateau State was the latest violence in an area which has long been a flashpoint for disputes over rescuers of resources for outbreak of intercommunal clashes. And men invaded Zura community, shooting sporadically and torching houses. Plateau State Commissioner for Information Musa Ibrahim Ashom told news reporters he initially gave an estimate of around 40 people killed, but later said only 9 has so far been confirmed dead after speaking to local officials, and the situation was still unclear. Now, more people had gunshot wounds and residents were searching for others reported missing. Early accounts in attacks in remote areas like Zurak on the border between Plateau and Taraba states are often confused and full details emerge slowly. But local residents and youth leader Shafi Sambu said at least 40 people had been killed in the raid. The attackers entered into the village Monday evening, staying till early morning of Tuesday, shooting at the local villagers, killing many, said resident Adamu Saluwe, who also gave a figure of around 40. When people are preparing for the farming season, they were suddenly attacked and killed. Now, the issue, once again, is the government will be saying, oh, we want people to go to the farms to go and till the land so that we have all that blah, 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 as they will normally do. However, this is the situation that people who are in the villages, who are organizing themselves to go to till their lands, cannot do so because the gunmen, terrorists, whatever, name them, are pursuing them. The Arewa Consultative Forum, a prominent northern advocacy group, has expressed deep concerns over the worsening living conditions, inflation and unemployment in Nigeria. The ACF attributes the challenge to certain policies implemented by President Bola Tinubu's administration. Now, during its National Executive Council meeting held in Kaduna on Tuesday, the ACF warned of potential social unrest, particularly in the northern regions, if these economic issues are not addressed promptly. In a communique issued on this and signed by the ACF, a national spokesperson, Professor Tuko Mohammed Baba, the forum highlighted the severe impact of fuel subsidy removal and the introduction of new taxes and levies, which it claims have significantly deteriorated citizens' living standards. The ACF noted that the average citizen faces severe inflation, unemployment, and rapid decline in living standards. These issues are exacerbated by ongoing security challenges, including insurgency, terrorism, and banditry, particularly in the northern states. And that's what is going on. That is one of the ones that I did report a moment ago. But in other stories making the rounds once again, a final one. President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to the implementation of the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative by inaugurating the newly constituted 15-member National Stakeholders Working Group, also known as the Governing Board of Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative. They call them the NATI. Now, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, who also chairs the new NATI board, the president said transparency in the extractive sector as well as prudent management of Nigerian resources was central to his administration's economic agenda and the anti-corruption policies. The present administration is passionate and remains fully committed to the global extractive industries transparency initiative, the work of NATI, and the visible impact which the NATI process has achieved so far in Nigeria. The president stated at the inauguration which took place in Abuja. He added, our faith in NATI process is not just because it is central to our key government agenda, but also because over the years, NATI has demonstrated a high degree of competence, integrity, and commitment to the values that country requires to achieve economic growth and development. Listeners, this is Starr Radio UK. This is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, 11:31 the time. Let's take a quick break. We come back and we'll look at some of the stories making the rounds this morning.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for Star, R for Radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit.
Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Everywhere you go, Afrobeat reggae dancehall taking over. Yo, what's up, people? This is a boy Raskin Bobo One. Tune in every day, every night at the Starr Radio UK with the big man them Archie. When I say Orta, you say fire.
Welcome back to the program Starr Radio UK at 11:32 the time, the Wednesday edition of the morning show. Yes, once again, the Ladies to Ladies conference, the 15th event, Lady to Lady conference takes place on the 15th of June. So you are invited to our 15th annual Women's Conference 2024, theme Clothed in Grace. Door opens at 10 a.m. For any further information, you can scan the QR code there, okay, or just log on www.ladytoladyglobal.org and they will help you on the front. The event takes place on Saturday the 15th of June at the Fairfield Theatre Concert Hall, Croydon, CR9 1DG. All right then. Okay, now let's move on to other parts of Africa and look at some of the stories making the rounds. Yes, sir. Well, in Egypt, at least 9 Egyptian women and children died yesterday when a small bus carrying about 24 people slid off a ferry and plunged into the Nile River just outside Cairo, health authorities have said. The incident, which happened in Monshat El Kanata town in Giza province, injured 9 other passengers, the health ministry said in a statement. Giza is one of the 3 provinces forming Greater Cairo. Now, 6 of the injured were treated at the site, while 3 others were transferred to hospitals. The ministry didn't elaborate on their injuries. At least one of the 9 dead obtained by some press showed 4 were minors. Now, Giza provincial governor Ahmed Rashid said the bus was retrieved. From the river and rescue efforts were still underway as of midday on Tuesday. The cause of the accident was not immediately clear. According to the state-owned Akhbar Daily, about 2,000 passengers, mostly women, were in the vehicle heading to work when the accident occurred. It said security forces detained the vehicle driver. Ferry, railway and road accidents are common in Egypt, mainly because of poor maintenance and lack of regulations. In February, a ferry carrying day laborers sank in the Nile in Giza, killing at least 10 or 15 people on board. That is quite a scary one. Oh boy. Well, but it's all coming your way from Star Radio UK, where we bring you everything that you need to know, as we say, from archaeology to zoology, from Accra to Zanzibar. If it's making the headline, why not? We're going to be touching on it. In other stories making the rounds still on the African front, a court in Mali has sentenced economist Etienne Fakaba Sissoko to 2 years in prison with 1 year suspended for criticizing the military junta in his book. Sissoko's lawyer Ibrahim Mahouf Sakho announced the verdict and plans to appeal. Now, Sissoko, a professor at the University of Bamako, faced charges of harming the state's reputation, defamation, and spreading misinformation for his 2023 book on government communication during Mali's transition. According to reports, the book critically examines the military government's use of what it terms propaganda, manipulation, and even lies to influence public opinion, particularly during the promised transition period leading back to civilian rule. The junta missed their initial deadline of March 2024 for a return to democracy with no new date set. Subsequently, at the May 6 hearing, Sissoko defended his work, stating his use of factual evidence and expert analysis. Now, this isn't the first run with the authorities in 2022. Sissoko, formerly an advisor to the ousted president, spent months in jail for criticizing the government's stance on Christmas celebrations and questioning the validity of his academic credentials. However, Sissoko's lawyers suggest the real trigger of his recent imprisonment was his public commentary on the economic impact of sanctions imposed on Mali by neighboring West African nations. Mali has been grappling with political and security instability since 2012, facing attacks from insurgents, armed groups, and a separatist movement in the north. Listeners, it's all coming away from Star Radio UK, 11:38 the time. Let's see whether we can pick one more story, and then we'll move on from there. This time round from South Africa. Now, South Africa's public power utility Eskom will delay the closure of some coal-fired power plants. Now, local media outlets Engineering News reported on Monday that Eskom board gave its approval for the continued operation of the Camden, Crossflake, and Hedrina power station in 2030. The power station were initially scheduled to be retired between 2023 and 2027. South Africa's experienced one of its worst electricity crises last year with daily power cuts of up to almost 10 hours. It strangled Africa's most developed economy. Well, this put a spotlight on the government's energy transition strategy. Now, when developing countries are asked to prioritize green projects out of environmental concerns, various deals are proposed. The Just Energy Transition Partnership, that JETP financing model, has raised concerns or questions. It is a controversial deal that was proposed to South Africa. The Komati power plant in the northeastern province of Mpumalanga was completely retired in a much criticized move in October 2022. It is to be repurposed as a wind and solar power plant. Listeners, this is Star Radio UK, and this is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. My apologies there for that noise in the background. But let's move on straight to some other stories making the round this time round in Ghana as well. female genital circumcision, or female circumcision as we call it. The Ghana Health Service is intensifying efforts to raise awareness and improve treatment for female genital schistosomiasis, a neglected tropical disease affecting a significant portion of the female population. Dr. Joseph Kwejo Labi Opare, the program manager for neglected tropical diseases at the Ghana Health Service, revealed that prevalence of the FGS in the country ranges from 10% to 50% among women, while about 1% of men are affected as well. The condition can lead to serious reproductive health problems, including infertility in women and, though less common, sterility in men as well. Well, the FGS is often overlooked in medical practice. The World Health Organization estimates that nearly 56 million girls and women in sub-Saharan Africa are affected by this female genital schistosomiasis condition, which can cause pelvic inflammation, fallopian tube obstruction, and other serious morbidities. The infection is common in rural areas where women engage in activities like washing clothes in infested waters. Now, symptoms of the FGS include vaginal bleeding, bleeding during intercourse, genital itching or burning, pelvic pain, and pain during intercourse as well. Now, complications can be severe, leading to infertility, ectopic pregnancies, miscarriages, involuntary urination, genital ulcers, and tumors. Additionally, the FGS can increase the risk of acquiring other sexually transmitted diseases. Listeners, this is all coming away from Starr Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. A businessman, Richard Jakpa, one of the two remaining persons who are standing trial for allegedly causing financial loss to the state in the purchase of some ambulances, has denied such claims. He described the assertion by the prosecution as not proper, adding that his prosecution was in bad faith. Now, Mr. Japan, together with Dr. Atufos, former Deputy Finance Minister and now the Minority Leader in Parliament, are standing trial for willfully causing a financial loss of 2.7 million euros to the state through a contract to purchase 200 ambulances for the Ministry of Health. They are pleaded not guilty to the 5 counts of willfully causing financial loss to the state, abetment of crime, contravention of the Public Procurement Act, and intentionally misapplying public property. Now, Dr. Forson was granted 3 million Ghana City self-reconnaissance bail, while the businessman Richard Jakpa was granted a bail for 5 million with 3 sureties, one of whom must be justified with documents of a landed property. Dr. Sylvester Animana, a former chief director at the Ministry of Health, who was the second accused, had held concerns and has since been discharged following Attorney General Nolly Prosecutor. Now, in court on Tuesday, May 21, while concluding the reading of the 134 paragraph witness statement, evidence in chief, he said it is clearly not proper to contend the government has suffered financial loss when government still has the benefit of the ambulances which are in government's possession. Mr. Jakpa, who is standing trial together with former Deputy Finance Minister Dr. Kessel Atuforsen, said he had no business transaction with the state or even Big C, assigning reasons for his position as to the charge against him not being proper. He said government or Big C also did not contract me to play any role whatsoever in the transaction from which the present proceedings results. It was also the case of Mr. Jakpa, the third accused person, that he is not an officer of Big C or government. The third accused also told the court that it is JBL which has relationships with the Big C and not the government. I am a just director and a shareholder of JBL unless there is special reason for making me personally the accused person in this case, and the prosecution has established none. My prosecution is not proceeded with in good faith. He submitted. Mr. Japa told the court in the concluding part of his evidence in chief through his witness state that with the JBL, it is merely a commission agent of the said Big C company, which acted as an agent for Big C for a fee. So the third accused also posited that neither I nor JBL had any reasonability obligation under the contract between government of Ghana and the Big C in the delivery of the ambulances. All payments were made directly to Big C through an irrevocable transferable letter of credit. Payment to JBL were made pursuant to court order, which are still valid and not set aside, the accused told the court. He added that the ambulances have been duly supplied and an agreement reached to rectify all defects, if any. The accessories to rectify all defects have since the year 2016 been shipped to government, he told the court. He also said the government has accepted ambulances because the government has not rejected them. That's quite an interesting one. But reporters said that Mr. Jakpa is facing a cross-examination from lawyers of Dr. Atufosin before the High Court presided over by Justice Efiase Walsare Bochwe, a Chief Justice of the court. So if the government had got all those things, we bought it, maybe the thing came, we saw that, oh, there were some things that were missing or needed to be bought, and now those things have been shipped to you as well. So what is all that about? So instead of us to be pursuing things that are more serious, that we think that maybe they are causing us financial losses, deals, negotiations that is going on, and instead of us to look at those things, we are not looking at that and wasting our energy on things like this. Well. I don't support any government there because they don't pay me in any way, shape, or form. But if you think that is what is going on and is the right cause for government to be pursuing people and doing all that, why not? Bring it on. It's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. 13 minutes to the top of the hour. If you want to join in the conversation, feel free to do so. Ireland, Norway, and Spain say they are going to be recognizing Palestinian state next week. How? Why? When? How are they doing that? Now, Ireland, Norway, and Spain have announced they will recognize a Palestinian state from 28th of May. Spain says the decision is not against Israel and it's not in favor of Hamas, it is in favor of peace. Now, Israel's foreign minister Israel Katz summons the three countries' ambassadors and say they will watch a video of the 7 October attacks. Now, Israel also recalls its own envoys to Israel, Israel, Norway, and Spain. That is those three countries. Now, the Palestinian Foreign Ministry, the PLO, and the Hamas welcome Ireland, Norway, and Spain's move. At least 140 members of the United Nations already recognize Palestinian statehood, but not the UK or the US. Okay, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. In other stories as well, Iran's supreme leader has presided over a funeral for the country's late president, foreign minister, and others killed in a helicopter crash on Sunday. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei led prayers at the Tehran University where caskets carrying the dead were draped in Iranian flags. President Ibrahim Raisi died alongside Foreign Minister Hussein Amir Abdullahian and 6 others in a helicopter crash near the border with Azerbaijan. Authorities had warned against demonstrations against the funeral procession and insult posted online. Oh Allah, we didn't see anything but good from you, Ayatollah Khamenei said in the standard prayer for the dead in Arabic. Iran's acting president Mohammed Mokbar stood nearby and openly wept during the service. Now, people then carried their coffins out of their shoulders with chants of death to America head outside. What did America do in this disaster that took place? They loaded them onto a trailer for a procession through downtown Tehran to Azadi Square, where Raisi gave speeches in the past. In attendance were top leaders of Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard, one of the country's major power centers. But this is all coming your way from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Some more stories coming your way. The clips of Sean Diddy Combs kicking his former girlfriend KZ Ventura as she lays motionless on the floor cemented his downfall despite his apology after the leak. Some comments coming through that Combs' reputation in the industry had been checkered for some time. Added Barnett, many people were aware of his pretty unbridled temper. Now, Combs, formerly known as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, or Puffy, is one of the best selling and most acclaimed artists of all time, with 3 Grammy Awards and millions of record sales to his name. Now, for years, nothing really affected his rise to icon status as an artist, producer, and businessman. There were negative stories in the industry, said Bennett, but much of it stayed out of the public eye. Now, last November, Ms. Ventura settled a lawsuit against Combs in which she accused him of rape and sexual trafficking for an undisclosed sum. But Combs' lawyer said the settlement was in no way an admission of wrongdoing. Now, celebrities continued to voice support for him, but that ended with a CCTV obtained video obtained by CNN and published last week. The assault shown in the footage is brutal. After kicking Miss Ventura like a football, Combs, wearing just a towel, is seen dragging her across the floor. The video appears to be a compilation of surveillance footages, angles dated the 5th of March 2016, which CNN said was filmed at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles, in her lawsuit. Ms. Ventura had described a March 2016 incident at that hotel in which Combs allegedly attacked her. Oh, what does money do to us? Money, 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 money. Now, how do we deal with this anger, so that when we rise to the top, we don't have those things happening to us? But what else coming your way from Star Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London? Now, ex-post office boss Paula Venables has been in tears at the inquiry into the Horizon scandal. She broke down when acknowledging that what she told MPs and colleagues in one meeting about prosecution of postmasters wasn't true. She apologized at the beginning of her evidence, and she said her answers to questions will be difficult to listen to. It is the first time she has publicly spoken about her role in the scandal for nearly a decade. Now, Venables was chief executive of the post office from 2012 to 2019, which included the last few years of the scandal. Between 1999 and 2015, more than 900 sub-postmasters were prosecuted because of the faulty Horizon system. You can, I can bring you more about that, or you can follow us next week, tomorrow, when we're bringing you more on that front. But she's been in tears. Yeah. The government is being investigated by the Equalities Watchdog over claims that its treatment of a disabled benefit claimant may have broken the law. The Equality and Human Rights Commission is looking at whether the department failed to make reasonable adjustment for people with learning disabilities or long-term mental health conditions during health assessment for some benefit. The EHRC said it was extremely worried about the Department for Work and Pensions behavior towards some claimants. DWP said it took equality laws incredibly serious and will continue to cooperate with the Commission. Applicants for some benefits go through a health assessment determination which considers whether a consultation or medical examination is required as part of a person's health assessment and what format it should take. The EHRC began looking into the department after a group of MPs recommended it investigate the deaths of vulnerable claimants by suicide and other causes between 2008 and 2020. Speaking on a news network, the commissioner at EHRC said coroners reports have described tragic knock-on consequences of things going in wrong. And it's all coming your way from Starr Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. This morning, government will be celebrating. Why? Now, falling gas and electricity prices have driven UK inflation to its lowest level in almost 3 years. Now, prices rose at 2.3% in the year to April, down from 3.2% the month before, official figures show. Now, while inflation, which measures the price of something over time, has fallen further, it remains higher than the Bank of England's target of 2% and was slightly higher than experts expected. But the bank has hinted that interest rates, which have been raised in recent years to slow price rises, could be cut this summer. Rates are currently at 5.25%, the highest level in 16 years. So, what do you see in summer? What do you think the interest rate the cut is going to be? Maybe up to 4.25 or maybe 3%. I doubt that. If they decide to take just the 0.25 from there, 0.25 from there. But it's all coming away from Starr Radio UK. One final story, and then we will move on from there. As you know, the Prime Minister will be facing the Labour leader in Prime Minister's Question Time this afternoon, exactly in the next 3 minutes here. The bodies of two women found in a house in Nottingham had lain undiscovered for some time, police have said. Nottinghamshire police were called at 11 o'clock 04 BST yesterday to concerns for the welfare of the people living at the home in Hadley Road in Radford. After gaining entry to the property, two bodies were discovered inside. Detective Chief Inspector Ruby Burrow said officers did not believe there was an immediate risk to the public. She added, "We were keeping an open mind into what has happened to this address and will be working hard over the next few days to establish how and when these two women lost their lives. In the meantime, my thoughts and those of every other officer involved in this investigation are with those who have died, their family and friends." Radford is an inner city area located at the west of Nottingham City Centre. Now, Deborah Williams, who lives next door to the house where the bodies were found, said she had not seen or heard her neighbors for a few months. She described one of the women as mild-mannered and said she kept herself to herself. A shop worker in Hatley said the discovery of the bodies was shocking. The worker from Food Basket African Butchers and Grocers said he first saw a police officer on the street at about 12 hours on Tuesday and then saw a police vehicle later in the afternoon. He saw a police car yesterday and this morning. I thought it was normal routine, he said. It is surprising. It's quite shocking. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I bring the program to a close. It's been a pleasure coming your way. Well, it is all coming your way from Starr Radio UK. Tomorrow, God willing, will be coming your way with the Thursday edition of the morning show. But until then, well, remember tomorrow too, KB Bossman will be coming your way with their Property Hour show. So let's take a commercial break from there. I'll bring you some music and we'll bring the program to a close. It's been me, Archie, saying have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.
Getting onto the property ladder has never been easy until now. Join us this and every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. live on the Property Hour Show on Starr Radio UK, where we talk to mortgage brokers, property developers, estate agents, landlord, tenant, property consultants on how to invest or get into the property business and make money. You can't afford to miss this. The Property Hour Show is your best source into the property industry.
$10 and one man no get. Hey, hey, hey. 10 men share $10 and one man no get. It's a disgrace. Where is the dollar? Where is the dollar? Where is the dollar?
Thanks for listening.
Where is the dollar? Where is the dollar? Give gorilla bananas